Hi friends, I'm so excited about this lesson. I love making these creative robots using lines and shapes, and most importantly, your imagination. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need paper. I love to use a juicy Sharpie, but you're welcome to use a pencil if you would like, or pen. You can also do some optional coloring at the end. If you'd like to do that, you can always add a background. These are completely flexible, completely your own imagination. There is no right or wrong. I love it. All right, so I'm going to start doing a robot just out of the top of my head. You can follow along and do yours similar to mine, or you can just do your own. That maybe just take some ideas from things that I do. So I don't really have a plan. I'm just kind of winging it. But things I might want to start with my robot, I'm going to start with the head. I think I'm going to make it a square. I'm going to make it 3D looking as well. So that adds a lot of interest when you're making these robots. So I've got my 3D head here. And I need to figure out how to connect it to the body. So I think I'm going to give it like an oval-shaped body, like this. But I also want it to look kind of 3D. So I'm going to make it go around like this. So it's like a 3D oval. And I need to connect it somehow. I'm thinking, what would I might find on a robot? I think I might give it some springs to connect that. The thing I love about doing these freehand is if you come up and you make a mistake or what you think is a mistake, it doesn't really matter because you can just fix it. It's like one of those beautiful oops moments that I love so much. So I'm going to make it 3D so it looks like it punches out in there. I need to do some legs, but you know what? It's my own robot, so why do I have to actually do legs? I think I'm going to do one big round wheel that's going to connect. Maybe it'll connect from here and then down to the center here, like that. And now I have this little line right here. Darn, I wish I hadn't done that, but you know what? Beautiful oops moment. Why don't we just make it so it looks like stripes? And no one will know. Shh, don't tell anyone. So there is my wheel. I think I'm going to have to make that look 3D as well. I'm going to have to make it look like it's going fast too, so I'll give it some speed lines like that. I need to have some funny arms. Now for joints, I'm trying to put my joints together. I like to do kind of rounded joints, but you could do like springy joints or like a screw-for joint. So I'm going to do a funny arm like this, and you know, I'm going to make them kind of a flexi like that. I might do another joint right here. Here's the rest of his arm. And now I want to kind of hide the fact that I have that line there. So I think I'm going to make it look like it's one of those accordion flexible joints. And maybe this one is going to be, I'm going to give it a little highlight so it looks like it's a cylinder. I'm going to do a fun mouth. Let's see. And maybe it'll be like kind of some lights or something. Here's his funny mouth. He's like, eek, what's happening here? Some fun eyes. You know what? Why does he have to have 2 eyes? Maybe he's going to have 3. Like so. There are no rules. He definitely needs some sort of antenna. So I'm going to give him like some antenna off here. Maybe give some curly cues on the ends. And a curly cue. And I could put some it's like electricity going across like that. He needs some sort of button here. Well, they all have like little buttons, right? So here's my button here. All the different things we can do to turn them on or off or make them go. One thing you could also do when you do these 3D is you could do some hatching and cross-hatching to help with the shadows. So for instance, you could do some hatching, which is just plain old lines like this in one direction. And if you want certain areas to look even darker, you could do cross-hatching. So down here at the bottom, I think I might do a little cross-hatching to make it look a little darker at the bottom. So I'm going to do some hatching here. So it's not quite like I'm adding stripes. It's more like I'm just adding some shadows. And anywhere we want it to look a little bit darker, I'm going to go in an opposite direction and give it a little bit more. So do you see how it makes it a little bit more shadowed looking? And I can really have some fun with this. So I'm going to stop here for my chatting, and I'm going to just add some more details, and I'll come back. For this example, I'm just going to stop here, but you know, folks, whenever we get to this point, the last thing you need to do is put your name on it. Be proud of your work. Put your name on it. Let everyone know who did it. Ta-da! So I'm going to do a few other examples just for idea generators for you. You don't have to do those, but if you're looking for some ideas, I'm going to fast forward through some drawing video and give it a whirl for yourself.